Is this working? Are we live? I think we are.
Yep, you are.
But my audio. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
God over money. They go hard, we go harder. You know? This is what it sound like when we ride on an enemy.
Quick song, and then we're gonna get into the topic. It's a good one.
When we ride on an enemy.
Song and the
I never
topic.
came for the smoke, but to watch it is not an option. Let's get it poppin'. Let's do it. I lift his name till I go. And if y'all think you finna stop it, let's get it poppin'. God over money. Get it poppin'. I love peace, but it's wartime. Let's get it poppin'. If God with us, who can stop us? Poppin'. It's not an option. Let's get it poppin'. Everybody act like everything's black, white, Democrat, Republican, good side, bad side. Which one's which though? Both tell mad lies to get votes, and both to manipulate mankind with info. Land of the animals, you don't understand no. Donkeys and elephants, I'm riding with the land no. Lion and goat, but all this was planned for. So I keep the word over bull like Lambo. I am nobody's mascot or Sambo, and I don't care about a flag or what it stand for. I care more about the cross and who carry it. Cause if you love Christ, I don't care if you American. That's what unites us. It's about the who, not the red, white, and blue. It is Christ that ignites us. Rich man, poor man, free man, lifer. One race covered by the same blood, Christ up. I never came for the smoke, but to watch it is not an option. Let's get it poppin'. Let's do it. I lift his name till I go. And if y'all think you finna stop it, let's get it poppin'. God over money. Get it poppin'. I love peace, but it's wartime. Let's get it poppin'. If God with us, who can stop us? Poppin'. It's not an option. Let's get it poppin'. Oh, you really think they care about life, huh? Really? You really think they care about rights, huh? China says only have one kid. US says you're free to kill them or to cut off your sons. Same ish, different days, same goal, different way. One use force and one just manipulate. Same ones telling you to love yourself, encourage you to be everything but yourself. Better be cautious, the enemy pretend to be conscious. Push the feminine and call masculinity toxic. Now it's black against white, men against women, young against old. Look at the division. Peek behind the industry curtain, they all fake Jews. The synagogue of Satan hating on Jesus. So you can make me the bad guy too. But long as you anti-Christ, I'm anti-you. I never came for the smoke, but to watch it is not an option. Let's get it poppin'. Let's do it. I lift his name till I go. And if y'all think you finna stop it, let's get it poppin'. God over money. Get it poppin'. I love peace, but it's wartime. Let's get it poppin'. If God with us, who can stop us? Poppin'. It's not an option. Let's get it poppin'.
Alrighty, let's get into it. That song was slightly political, but I think in a good way. I like that song.
Could be.
So this is the video. It's just titled Epstein Files. 1 month ago by the great Chris Yoon. So we're gonna play this. Maybe I should actually get a preface to this guy. I feel like I want to play this clip every time I play him, just so everybody knows who he is. Chris Yoon, 2020 election. I'm also, for the sake of Chris Yoon here, I'm gonna try to find maybe an apology video.
What's going on, guys? So today's my last day
This
here
is
in
the one
DC, and
in
if you've been
question.
following me this whole week as well as the last couple of months, you know what's been on my heart, and it's that the Lord has anointed and has appointed Trump to be a president a second term. It's not 2024. It's right now. It's not 2024 second term. It's not to be a president a second term. Anointed and has appointed on my heart, and it's that the Lord has, as well as the last couple of months, you know what's been on my heart, and it's that the Lord has anointed and has appointed Trump to be a president a second term. It's not 2024. It's right now in the next couple of weeks, and it's all
Is it hard to find?
All right, hey, what's going on, guys? So I want to do this quick video just to respond to a lot of different comments, as well as give you an update on what's going on with me, as well as this entire process and this journey that you guys have been on with me.
Oh wow, how long have I been muted? That's great. I was muted for like a while here.
I don't know because I didn't see anything coming through, and I didn't see a mute.
Oh, yeah. So I just looked it up. I was trying to find an apology video from him because obviously you saw the video of him saying Trump was going to get reelected in 2020, and that didn't happen. So I found an apology video from him. I think that's what this is about. So this is his like explanation as to like why he got it wrong, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wish we would have done this on its own stream, honestly, but we'll get through it.
Reviewed all of my prophetic videos from the last, whatever months it was.
When was
and
this
I
uploaded?
found that
Hold on. Give me a date. January 2nd, 2021. Okay, so this is after, like, Joe Biden is president in this video.
all of the prophetic words have so far come to pass.
Wait.
They are going.
Wait a minute. Is he? The election date was because the election happens in 2021, correct? January?
When the previous year, yeah, I think when they do the vote.
So they voted in 2019, is what you're saying?
Going to come.
If he got in office 2020, yeah, it's the end of the year.
Right, so this is a year later for sure. Okay, I'm just making sure.
Past, but I did notice that
because he's doubling down. He just
presumed and
look at what he just said. He just doubled down. So I was like, is Trump still getting elected? Like,
what did he say? Yeah,
hear what he says.
Whatever months it was, and I found that all of the prophetic words have so far come to pass, or they are going to come to pass.
Notice the hand sign, but I'm gonna let him continue.
But I did notice that I had presumed and confused what was my opinion with what was the prophetic word multiple times, and specifically with regards to dates. And I've said this as an apology before, but I do want to clarify a couple of things and just say a lot of things that have come to my mind in terms of verses, the Bible, and then also give you guys.
I'm actually gonna do a stream on this, but yeah, I'm a prophet. Also, I'm confused. When I'm wrong, I just offer a personal opinion. When I'm right, that's a prophetic word straight from God. Is this a quote? Is this actually a quote?
looks like one.
Well, let's find out, because people can lie. Transcript. I don't know if you can see me control Fing it, but I am.
I'm watching it.
When might just be cap, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Seems like cap. I'm glad we fact checked that one. Yeah, okay, we're gonna do this another time, but yeah, he's got his excuses or whatever, but yeah, he got it wrong.
So I know it's been a minute, but I want to talk a little bit about
awful mic quality on his part. We're turning the video down because of that. Let me just get everything up. I might throw a little bit of background music on too. I noticed that sometimes streams get a little too quiet, but like super low though, and like not lame. I don't know if I like that one either. A little bit lower. Okay, let's do this.
the Epstein files because there's so much commotion going on and people are still not understanding the bigger picture. And so I want to illustrate to you what's going on.
What do you think the bigger picture is with the Epstein files, Roger?
Me,
Yeah,
I think
any opinions?
there's a lot of blackmail going on in high places, and they're trying to keep it out of the public eye. That's really what the truth is.
I believe it. And do you think he's going to say that? I don't.
All right, let's see what he says.
We'll see what he says, but I agree. But I don't think. I don't know.
Right? So I'm not
It's not QAnon or right wing, so he might not go with it.
saying I know the details,
Based on the last
what's
video.
true or not, but what's factual and what has been said repeatedly over the course of the last 8+ years, whether
I
you're
hope you guys can still hear this, but his mic is not great.
in the
I got
Q
it.
community, whether you are in the truther and information.
Oh my gosh, he just said the Q community. Did you hear him? I told
I
you,
heard him.
bro. I did it as a stereotype. I kind of felt bad, actually. Because I was like, oh, like I really felt bad for saying that about him. And then he literally said Q. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Watch.
Years, whether you're in the Q community,
There it
whether
is.
you are in the truther and information and just the
Bro, this is a month ago, dude. Why are we talking about QAnon? Anyways,
Good question.
researcher
he
community.
just can't give up, dude. He can't give up on the dream.
It's real that there's disinformation
Okay,
and
it
there's
is
a
real.
psyops and there's a warfare going on and there's white hats, there's black hats, and people from each side. They want to be able to root each other out, figure out who's who, and then try to get to the bottom of their respective objectives. And so
I don't think that's how it is, to be honest with you.
No,
Doesn't seem like it. The way he described it, there's like this good side over here and this bad side over here. And it's like politics clashing, but I think all the politicians are like shaking hands, secret parties and shit. So
yeah. Well, the thing is, they want to keep
I'm not
like
seeing that, you know.
They want to keep the working class mode, like, oh, it's white hats, it's blue hats, it's this hats, it's yeah.
Where's
They
the
don't
orange
want-
hats, dude? I'm looking for Steven with the orange.
Hmm.
Oh, hey, Sandro. We got some comments in. Let me read these. Hold on. What's up, Heart of the Earth? Sandro. Yo, Sandro, I know Restream doesn't like you, but do you want to come in and talk for a second and explain yourself? Vicky blocked you, and yeah, PJ's upset. Everyone should Prescott Bush. Do you know who Prescott Bush is, Roger?
Yeah,
Let me just get the chat up here. Hold on, that'll make it way easier.
Prescott Bush is Grandpappy Bush. He's the patriarch of the family.
Okay, got it. Patriarch of what family?
The Bush family, dude.
Oh,
He built-
the Bush family. Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Got it. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the stream layout. Interesting. Okay. Great. But yeah, Sandro, definitely if you wanna, I don't know what happened, dude, and I can't speak for anybody. I can't speak for PJ or Vicky or anyone else. So
No, I'm not gonna speak for
yeah,
him.
I know you're gonna drop out, Sandro. I just, I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to explain yourself in 30 seconds. I don't know, like, it is what it is. Let me get some clarification, Sandro, right? Because I agreed with the first thing of what you said, where like the kingdom of heaven is like a spiritual thing, I suppose. In the sense, like, people go to heaven. But you said some other stuff that I don't even remember what you said. Inner enlightenment, or something along those lines, bro. That's where you lost me, bro. And I think PJ too, but
I think this whole thing with what's going on in the media right now, there's a whole bunch of people who think they're smarter than everybody else. Their ego is going to get in the way. And public opinion and perception is everything.
yeah, of course, yeah.
That gets in the way of, guess what?
A lot of that, yeah. I mean, seeing is believing for a lot of people, dude.
Yeah.
Project Bluebeam, dude. Look it up. It's been used already, bro, in some small scale things we probably haven't realized, but it's super real. I'm gonna continue anyways.
Now I'm gonna
But,
talk with Sandra for a second.
Yeah, Mr. Sandro. Yeah, that was a crazy stream there at the end, dude. I feel like Vicky crashed out. Everybody was just crashing out, dude. Not actually crashing out, but like, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm trying to stay neutral here, actually, but just seemed like a lot of hostility. That's all. Anyways, we're gonna keep it pushing here. I still am like trying to process the last stream though. That was kind of weird at the
The
end.
white hats right now are trying to figure out what's going on, like who's really in the deep trenches, and who's the enemy, and how can we do this in a strategic way. And so you cannot think about everything linearly. So we know.
Let me just read one of the best comments here. I think this will give context to the video. Initially, I was taken back by Trump's response, presumably to the Epstein files. But then I remembered that there's so much more going on that meets the eye in both the temporal and spiritual world. So they're still a Trumper, and they think he's on our side. Yeah, that's great. That's pretty much the conclusion here. We're a minute in. I haven't even seen the rest, but he's not going to be like, oh, yeah, by the way, Trump's one of them. Don't trust him either. He's not going to tell you that. I wish he would. I'll drop the video I was going to send to Futz, but he's stuck in his beliefs. You're willing to seek the truth, man. I appreciate it. I mean, I'm stuck in my beliefs too, Sandro, to be honest with you. But I don't necessarily think I have, like, this outlandish beliefs. You know what I mean? For lack of a better way to put it. Yeah, Operation Paperclip. Yeah, I mean, I've seen that. And also, you got to understand that the Russians did the same thing. So, yeah, it's unfortunate. But, yeah, it is the case. Here it is. I was going to pronounce it, but I just figured I'd pull it up instead. Osa Viakim. Operation Osa Viakim was a secret Soviet operation in which more than 2,500 Germans, specialists from companies and institutions relevant to military and economic policy in the Soviet, as well as this and that, rounded up German scientists and transported them by rail to the USSR. That sounds awfully familiar to exactly what America did. Wow, maybe the Germans didn't. I don't know. Just look up what New Schwabeland is and all of that. I don't know what I can and can't say on YouTube about these topics.
Well, right now, and if you, well, I don't know about YouTube, but necessarily, Flat Earth is not really being censored as bad as it was.
Yeah, no, I've seen my Duffy streams got like over 100 views, dude. Like 10, 15 people live. It was great, yeah.
So the whole point is that they don't have any real evidence in any one particular direction towards what they call the shape of the Earth. So when you start talking about flat Earth, the only thing they can do is tag you as a flat earther. That's only because they don't have a globe proof. Let's put it that way. Physical proof. They just have a lot of propaganda holding it up. And it's been exposed over the last 10 years big time. So, yeah, they can't really do anything about flat Earth. That's the whole point. And that's why they're doing all this drama and psyops, because they want to get rid of people out of each one of these different groups. There's other groups that they don't agree with too, like concave earthers. The Fed's got a whole list of what they call fringe groups from mainstream science or the royal science with pseudoscience, based on what Newton's laws and a whole bunch of presuppositions and a lot of mistakes. And they keep covering their ass. So I don't think flat Earth is going to be an issue with the topic. They would have got me. They would have already got rid of Nathan. They would have already gotten rid of like several different people. What they try to do is suck you into these drama situations with other people, make everything emotional, and then either shut you down or just get you to want to quit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Sorry. I zoned out a little bit, but I got what you said for the most part. Yeah.
So the idea is don't be a quitter.
Don't be, yeah, exactly. That's a good moral there in the story.
Nobody likes a quitter.
No, me neither, dude. All right, let's do this.
If you've been following the news, Pam Bondi, you got all these attorney generals and people within the Trump camp, people saying all kinds of things.
Trump camp?
Especially in the MAGA community and conservatives and all of that together, they're
all together, unfortunately. Not me. Don't include me in that.
Quote unquote fighting with each other. And yes, there are some people fighting, but there's another operation going on, which is to root out the bad actors. How many times has Q talked about?
Oh my goodness. He's going to Q, bro. He's going to Q right now. This is unbelievable. This is worse than RV or anyone else, dude. 2017 conspiracy.
We got a guy who's in the QAnon thing. His name's Rasta Bear. And
he's still into it.
Yeah, he's never let it up. He's always that's his go-to. They're playing 5D chess with QAnon. You can't think linearly. You got to think like 10 steps ahead of yourself, no matter what you're doing all the time.
Yeah, let's see how he ties this into right now. And oh my gosh, they said disinformation is real. Holy shit, dude. Groundbreaking.
I know.
QAnon said so. Honestly, I knew that without him telling me, so it must not be a conspiracy or a secret.
Disinformation is real, that distractions are necessary. Time and time again, even in the first
look at the dates, guys. 2017. Like, QAnon's not, as far as I'm concerned, there's no QAnon posts now, right? As far as I know.
QAnon exists anymore. It just got absorbed into whatever it is. And the fringe people are clinging on to, it's QAnon. It's a talking point. What it's going to now.
Yeah, I have no idea, but this is ridiculous.
Posts. Disinformation is real. Distractions are necessary. Post 97 talks about game theory. Define. Why is this relevant? Moves and counter moves. Who is the enemy? False flags, right? Shooter identification. We'll just go all the way down, talking about different things.
Oh, well, MS-13 doesn't apply. Hostages. Flynn. What is Flynn's background? Oh my gosh, Flynn is in this too? Holy shit, dude. I didn't know Flynn tied into the Epstein files here, Yoon.
From a different time, but still relevant today. Setup.
How is this relevant today? How, dude?
Well, now if you know what we proposed with the Epstein files was get the flight logs from the trips down there, you basically have the Epstein file. We got the flight log. So everybody that went down there, pretty much we know who they are. But there's celebrities, they didn't go under their names and stuff that we're finding out about now.
Dude, Epstein was running around while Q was spreading disinformation, and we're still talking about Q.
Who becomes exposed? Who knows where the bodies are buried?
Oh my gosh,
okay?
The bodies.
Paint the picture. Disinformation.
The bodies, dude.
Yeah. They're out in the desert.
Why did he even read that, dude? That doesn't even, like, how does that apply? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you think about this video critically, it
exists and is necessary. 10 days darkness, war, good versus evil. Roadmap of big picture is here. What is it that they are causing right now? If you ever heard of the Streisand effect, which is the idea that if you call attention to something and say, hey, don't look here, right? It's famous for, I think, Barbara Streisand, who had a mansion along the ocean, and it was taken as part of some image somewhere, and they were trying to silence the newspapers and saying, hey, don't look there, don't look at this. This is not anybody's mansion. You don't have to look at it. And people, because of their natural curiosity, they wanted to go investigate it. They want to see who and what is this. So the same effect, the Streisand effect, is happening right now, where Trump, the DOJ, these guys, right, are saying, hey, there's nothing to see here. Epstein files, all of that, hush, hush, nothing to see here. And then that's causing even guys like CNN, and you've seen clips of this, where CNN is demanding the investigation, and many
What? Okay, there's
other liberal media outlets and people from all walks of life, left versus right, whatever it is, they're demanding, hey, there's more to this than meets the eye of what you're saying. Obviously, for the last 10 plus years, we've seen, right, Ghislaine Maxwell. We've seen all these things, Epstein with his quote unquote suicide, all of the information that's been out there. And Q even talks about so many times about Epstein, how big it is, all of the information, all of the proof, all of the evidence. And for the DOJ and these guys to come up and say with the FBI, oh, there's nothing to see here. We don't have anything for you. What is it doing? It's not like they're sitting there really believing and saying that there's nothing to see here. They're doing something else, whether it's this, in part the Streisand.
This seems like I don't know. I'd love to believe that, right? But I don't think so. And you know why? Because they're the ones on the list, dude. They are the guilty ones. He's saying, oh, well, Trump had to do this so there'd be more coverage on it. So he has to pretend not to want to release the list. But, oh, yeah, Trump is going to release it. He's just playing He's not playing chess, dude. He's not playing chess, dude.
No. He just wants to be revealed on the list.
Yeah. I think we said this about at the start of the stream, dude, and he hasn't even gotten to the point of that yet. How they're all on the list and they're blackmailed, and there's a reason they can't release shit because they should all go to prison and we'd have a new government at that point. Because even the ex-presidents would be going to prison.
If you want to go long ball with it, we don't really need a government in particular. We need a social structure and people to run it, not greedy people that are dipping into it. So the point of the matter is that it's not socialist that you're looking at. That they'll label it that. It's just do what you're good at. You get rewarded for what you do, money wise. But what it is this is where politics comes in and greed.
Yeah,
that's what we need to get rid of. There's no political solution when it comes down to it. You need to get rid of politics. That's just my opinion.
No, I agree. Yeah.
In effect, whether it's in part to get the crowd, as in the people, riled up to say, hey, we demand to see this, we want to see it, or it's moves and counter moves within the enemy's camp to let them feel at ease and say, hey, maybe
I don't like. He uses these words that these people use, and I say people as in these prophetic people on YouTube. They always use the word the enemy's camp, cave, dwelling, like all these. They try to sound extra with their, so it sounds more legit. I think they're just like fluffing their words for no reason.
Now we can go and do whatever we want because.
Say that again.
Are you making reference to the Bat Cave or something? No, I know what you're talking about. But that just came to mind.
I think you were there that night when we did that one stream, right?
Yeah. So we're in the layer somewhere.
They're coming out of their caves. All of you will come out of your caves. Like, what?
Yeah.
I don't want to come out of my cave. Like, what? What does that even mean, dude? Nobody lives in caves. Like, that's such a bland, like, not prophecy thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's pretty funny, honestly.
They said there's nothing here and we can just go operate and do whatever, right? If they were under the fear of almost being caught, right, and saying, oh, the operation, we're being cornered, then they may make a different kind of move. And so there's some strategy here.
I think he's talking about, you got to understand, he's talking about the deep state and things, dude. He thinks that Trump is going to do this investigation, even though he obviously said, no, there is no investigation. The Epstein list doesn't exist. But once he does it, the only people that are going to be involved are these deep state agents that are the lefties and the liberals, and presumably, you know what I mean? Not the Trumpies, dude, not the right, because we're the right ones, right? That's the false dichotomy. They're all in on it.
Well, the thing is, like, what was the swamp promise? You know, I'm going to drain the swamp. Remember this?
Yeah. He's still draining the swamp, dude. We just watched earlier in a video about
it.
Okay, bro. Roger, you don't think Trump is draining the swamp right now? Are you serious?
No, but he's not the swamp. The thing is, Trump doesn't want to drain the swamp.
Nah. L's in the chat, dude. We need a hate campaign. I cannot believe you do not think Trump is draining. You know how disrespectful that is to Trump's daughter?
Oh, no.
Sorry. Maybe that was too far. I thought it was funny, though. It is funny.
Well, here's the other thing is, like, the reason he's not draining the swamp because it's full of alligators.
Yeah, and he is a snake, as he said. So he's right in there with the swamp.
Yeah.
He said something about the serpent. I don't know. He gave us a story about a serpent, and it was weird. I
Yeah,
didn't
like
it.
the old lady took the serpent home with her, kept
Something, dude.
it, brought it back to life, and kept it warm, and eventually it bit her. And he told him, like, "What, you should have known better to take a snake home. I bit you."
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
was-
that's what he said. Yeah, and I feel like he's talking about himself there. I didn't like it.
With how the psyop warfare is going, you never want to
Psyop, dude. This whole video is a psyop. when he does with the eye and the put, yeah,
look at
feels
something
like a
in a linear
psyop
way.
stuff.
Like, oh, Trump says A, and then that means B. We do this, and that means C. And interpret things from a optics point of view, from the outer sort of lens.
You have to interpret it in a worldview where no matter what Trump does, he's actually doing it for good. It just looks like he's doing bad, and your eyes are deceiving you. That's basically what he just said.
Wow.
No, dude,
Okay.
the Vax Daddy he did what he did, dude. Hate to tell you. And I don't think he's stupid, so.
multiple layers, as I've said before, behind all the things that are going on. So in short, I just want to give you encouragement to say there's more than what they're saying. And as it builds up, whether it's the public, whether it's the left, whether it's the enemy, whether it's law being passed, whatever legislation, whatever it is, there's more that's there from the perspective of 5D chess, if you want to call it, right? A multi-dimensional strategy for them to root out the enemy, to corner people, to get people.
So the Epstein list is just 5D chess. Trump wanted this to happen, dude. It's all part of the plan. Q said it, it's confirmed. And
That's a distraction from not releasing the list to start with.
yeah, I mean, this is all just part of the plan, dude. It makes so much sense, dude.
It does.
This is so great, man. I'm gonna have to drop a big like and just leave my opinion in the comments about how wonderful this guy is about his Trump prophecy that didn't come true.
To say, hey, we want to investigate this. We want the idea of the truth out here. Then they're going to play the opposite card. They're not going to tell you that they're doing that. They're just going to do it because it's part of what Q calls the distraction.
Oh, wow. He really brought. Oh, my gosh, dude. Because of what? So when Trump denies the Epstein list, because you got to remember the context. He doesn't say anything in specific, but this is about the Epstein list.
Because it's part of what Q calls the distractions are necessary, disinformation is real and is necessary, and it's this good versus evil, and you have to use unorthodox warfare to achieve some goal. Why is it that there's a psyops division? Why is it that there's a fifth dimensional warfare? Why is it that nothing is kinetic, right? From front lines being drawn. It's not like that, like World War II. It's not like that anymore. There's a different type of warfare in the cyberspace, in the information space, in the mental, the psychological space. And this is where people are at. And you have to just come to terms with that. Trump, these actors, and Q and these guys have said before, you're watching a movie play out. Nothing is going to be straightforward, a straight shot type of interpretation. So you have to let go, let it play out. As we've said before, take a couple weeks, a month or two, and we'll see what plays out in the course of everything that's going to happen. Epstein is one of the biggest drops, one of the biggest stories of this decade, if you want to say it that, because of the level of depth and scandal and blackmail and the atrocity.
He brought up the blackmail finally, but I don't know, like, not in the right context unless he says it here at the end.
The satanic sin involved behind it, if it quote unquote is true, with all the people.
Oh, even he's saying, if it's quote unquote true, because Trump says it's not real, so
the kids or all that nasty stuff. If it's true, and again, people have their opinions. I have my opinion, but the public, these people are saying it. But other media outlets, whether it's the left versus right or vice versa, they're all saying we want the truth. We want it to come out. So it's stirring this pot so that people can come out, talk about it. It's Streisand effect. It's also a method or a way to corner people and to play a certain type of move. If you know the end game for chess, it's unorthodox, the way you try to get checkmate. It's not simple in the way it's being played out. So just let it go. You have faith. You understand the
Yeah, I have faith, but unfortunately, this is basically saying put your faith in Trump and the politicians. Even though you watch them do wrong, just know they're doing the right thing for you. Distractions are necessary. Disinformation is necessary. So it's necessary that we're lied to and that they do bad things, and we just have to trust them and have faith. No, dude, this is not the gospel. I don't have faith in any politician, dude. None of them.
I agree with you, man.
It's crazy.
Feeling that the Holy Spirit's giving you of what's true
I like lies.
years for all
Sorry.
platforms. I'm simple in the way it's being played out. So just let it go. You have behind it. There's a reason that the Holy Spirit's giving you of what's true, what's not. If you have an uneasiness behind it, there's a reason for all of this. It's being played out. So let it go. Let it be played out. So guys, I know that I haven't posted in a while. It's my first post on this channel in a very long time, but I just wanted to say I am back. I'm going to try to post more often on my other platforms. I'm doing a 40-day series right now, so
I think he's just basically plugging himself at the end. I don't really. Kind of was a short video. I think I'll probably find a different topic here. I do have something offhand that we can look into.
Well, if you want to add an idea,
yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'll toss it at you.
Sure.
Oh, I don't know. It's too lengthy. It would take you a couple hours to do it.
Yeah, I might just end the stream here. It's been okay. It was just a short video. I want to do another video on his actual apology and all of that. I would do it right now, but I think it'd be better to do it at a different time. Well, actually, I do have a video we could watch quickly. I did want to watch this, so and I was gonna do a stream on it by itself, but maybe we'll just bust it out right now, and I might skip through it a little bit. It's just these. I mean, these people are crazy, man. I'm tired of seeing all this stuff. Let's see. Switch tab to here. I'm on his front channel to just show you mark your calendar, September 23rd, the rapture, 100% for sure this time.
Oh,
he's
boy.
100% sure, dude. So
All right.
This was in my recommended, and I was like, "Holy cow, you're 100% sure?" Let's find out. I didn't even watch any of it.
What a name!
The bad apologist. I didn't even look. Let's see.
I'm freaking out.
Maybe this is like a joke.
Because I just found out that the rapture is going to be here.
Oh, wait. Is this supposed to be funny?
It may be satire, yeah.
Well, instead of checking, I think it'd be better if we just try to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like a week.
I hope it's satire.
What? Look, all right. What if I told you that in Jesus' most mysterious phrase, no one knows the day or the hour, he wasn't hiding his return, but he was actually pointing us to it, right? What if the opposite is actually true? Okay,
well, that's not. No. How about no?
All right, just stick with me. What if that phrase connects to a prophetic pattern tied to a specific event that many think is taking place this September 23rd, around the Feast of Trumpets? And stay with me on this, because what I'm about to show you can just change your life forever. And you got about a week to enjoy it. Every year around the Feast of Trumpets, the prophecy community starts buzzing with rapture predictions. And they're always wrong, right? But here's the thing. Maybe not this time. Because, okay, look, the convergence of signs and the timelines of certain events is unlike anything we've witnessed since the last time we got it all wrong. And that's why so many of us believe this year could be different, even though it's basically the same thing, because of how the timing of events seems to converge, which they always seem to do, but this time they really seem to. You know what I'm saying? Like you see what I'm doing? All right, so
I think it's satire.
No, I think he's serious. I've heard this before.
Oh, wow. No way. Okay. I thought he was joking.
They're going by dates and timelines. It's all leading up to this September 23rd.
I mean, he literally said, when Jesus says, no man knows the day or the hour, what if I told you it's the exact opposite? What? No. What are you talking about? That's just so not how you interpret scripture in any capacity ever. Wow. Okay.
Leviticus 23, God gave Israel 7 feasts. 7. Now, that's a holy number, 7. It's like God's favorite number.
Is it really? I don't know. Is that more of like a superstition thing, or is 7 actually a holy number?
Well, there's supposed to be 7 spirits of God
Okay.
at the throne, so that's where they get that from.
Okay. All right.
It's 12 or 6 or 3 or 40. Anyway, it's one of God's favorite numbers. So these 7 feasts were celebrations, but also they're prophetic markers of God's redemptive plan. And Jesus already fulfilled the first 4. Okay, so first was Passover.
Let me go back. You see?
And Jesus already fulfilled
Passover, unleavened bread, first fruits, weeks, trumpets, atonement, tabernacles, 7 feasts. Wait,
the first
I don't understand it.
4. Okay, so
I guess he was to
first
come with the
was
Feast of Trumpets?
Passover. So
what you're
Jesus
saying?
was crucified on Passover, unless you read the wrong gospel. I mean, ignore John's gospel because he gets it wrong. He wasn't in a good headspace that day. I don't know.
What? What was he talking about? Did you hear what he just said?
Not all of it.
Let's
Go back a little bit.
Jesus was crucified on Passover, unless you read the wrong gospel. I mean, ignore John's gospel because he gets it wrong. He wasn't in a good headspace that day. I
don't understand what he's referring to there.
Well, he's saying that John reported in his gospel that it wasn't Passover when Christ was crucified. Now,
okay.
What I would actually do is research John and see when John said it, just to verify what he's talking about.
Yeah. I would have to. Should I do that really quick? Let me see.
Sure.
When did John say? It says the Gospel of John does not record when Jesus died. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe I had too much Manischewitz. The point is that the lambs and the blood and Jesus and Passover, it's like, it's all connected. It's all the same
Yeah,
thing.
Christ is the Passover. Yep.
Okay? And it's important
Passover.
for some reason. Okay, next. Then comes the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Because let's face it, who knows how to party like the Jews, right? I mean, and that's about eating bread without yeast for like a whole week. But also, it's about Jesus' sinless body lying in the tomb for a couple of days for some reason. I haven't figured that one out completely yet either. But
Is that really? I mean, I don't celebrate these feasts. If you're a Christian celebrating these feasts, do you really give it like a messianic meaning? I have no idea.
Wait, hold on.
connects, okay?
I had to step away for a second.
No, you're good.
No, it's not necessarily a Christian thing. It's a Levitican law.
Right. Okay.
It's tradition. It has nothing to do with Christianity necessarily. It has everything to do with Judaism.
Yeah, he's just tying in Christianity and saying something about Jesus in the tomb. So I don't know how that relates.
So Jesus was dead for 3 days-ish during a 7-day festival, which
let's say
kind of
3
lines
days.
up.
And 3 nights.
All right, maybe you don't see where this is going, but it gets better. Hold on a second. Because Jesus rose on the Feast of First Fruits, which is a harvest celebration. Kind of the opposite of Easter, I know, because Easter is about new life in the spring, and the harvest happens in the fall when everything dies. But it's close enough. Anyway, it's something about offering the first harvested grain to God, along with, more lamb and wine, because why would God just want a bunch of grain, So grain and Jesus, it totally tracks, okay? Trust me. Now, then see, okay, and then there's the Feast of Weeks, or what Christians call the Pentecost. That's when the barley harvest ends and when the harvest of wheat begins. And it still connects because grain equals Jesus. See, that's
What?
And that's the time the Holy Spirit
Grain
came
equals Jesus. That's an interesting one.
down and possessed the early believers, making the first
This
church.
has got to be
because
satire,
It's
dude.
a spiritual harvest.
I think it's got to be satire. What's up, Jim? How's it going? Good to see you. Are you there, Roger? Hello? Just making sure.
I just had to do one more thing. Yeah,
No,
it's
you're
not
fine.
satire, dude. I think this guy actually kind of thinks this might he have something, but I don't think he's really a believer.
No, I think he's trying to be funny though in some parts, though, for sure, right? Like it's not all like
He's
100%.
taking clips in there, but I think overall he's trying to show how there may be logic behind the 7 feasts and tying in with this year with
Yeah.
the solstice.
Probably doesn't believe it though. I don't think so. He's not doing a great job. I mean, he's basically making it sound like a joke. So, I guess we'll keep going.
See,
Yeah, why
God's
not?
big into symbolism like that, and it comes with a nice meal. So why not?
Oh,
The point
you hear
is,
that?
each of these events lined up exactly with the feast days, as long as you ignore like a lot of the details and you squint just right. So that leaves 3 feasts remaining: trumpets, atonement, and tabernacles. We're going to talk about the Feast of Trumpets today, because that's the important one. It's also known as Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year. It falls on the first day of the 7th month, which is the day of the new moon. In ancient times, before they had standardized lunar calendars, they had to rely on sighting the first crescent moon, like just looking at it. But sometimes it was cloudy and they couldn't always see it. So they would celebrate it over a few days just to kind of hedge their bet, Ancient rabbis even called it the day and hour no one knows. I mean, does that sound familiar or what? Look, I added the hour part, to make it more dramatic, but goosebumps, am I right?
Oh,
But
yeah,
see,
that's right.
it's also about blasting trumpets. And Paul says the rapture happens with a trumpet. I mean, that's not a coincidence. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. Because everybody knows there can be no other reason to really play a trumpet. That's why Miles Davis
Interesting.
really only
I think
gigged
he's
on
taking
Rosh
the piss out
Hashanah.
of it, dude.
Not a lot of
He really is, yeah. I told you it was satire, bro.
people know that. When
Told you.
Jesus said the words, that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Okay, I know Jesus is also technically God, so that doesn't seem to make a whole lot of sense. But don't forget, he was on earth at the time,
Well,
right?
now he's kind of taking the piss at everything, and I don't like that. I don't even know if this guy believes in scripture at all.
Yeah.
He
Like I
couldn't
said,
see through the clouds.
probably not
See,
Well,
God's in
atheist.
heaven and he's looking down. He has a clear shot of the moon. And the angels, well, they famously don't pay attention, which is like a whole other problem that they're having up in heaven right now. I mean, we don't have time to get into that. So God is the only one who knows, right? Jesus, not so much, unless the sky was going to be clear that night.
Jesus, not so much, unless the sky was clear. What?
But he's not a weatherman, right? So, I mean, so when Jesus said that, he may have been pointing directly to this feast. And what defines it? Trumpet blast.
I don't know. I don't know if he was pointing to that feast.
No, people that tout this stuff
That's-
actually think it has a lot more to do with the new moon and its cycle.
Yeah, he talked a little bit about the moon there. Wow.
I mean,
This is interesting.
okay, so why 2025? Well, that's easy. All we need to do is some simple math. So if you're a mathematician watching this right now, or someone who can, add, you might just want to go into the other room for the next couple of minutes. So the Essenes, the Dead Sea Scroll folks, they had a calendar and a concept of Jubilee every 50 years. And they believed history itself unfolds in Jubilee cycles with major prophetic events tied to each one. So 2025 is a Jubilee year, even though it's not divisible by 50. But let's not worry about that,
Even though
because
it's
it's
not
easily fixed
divisible
just by
by
making up a date that does fit. So Jesus was crucified in AD 32. Now, most Bible scholars will say that he was more likely crucified in AD 30, but they're obviously wrong, because the rapture would have already happened, and it clearly didn't, and the math just works better with 32 anyway. So let's just go with that, all right? Now, in Hosea 6:2, it clearly says, after 2 days, he will revive us. On the 3rd day, he will restore us, that we may live in his presence. That's obviously not meant to be taken literally, because if it was, the rapture would have happened like right after the resurrection, and that clearly didn't happen. But the Bible tells us that to God, a day equals 1,000 years for some reason. I don't know. Maybe heaven's like close to the event horizon of a massive black hole or something.
This isn't the worst video, but this guy is a little repulsive in some ways.
The point is, clearly we should multiply that timeline by 1,000 years. So 2 days is really 2,000 years. And then you add 32, and that gives us 2032. Now, tribulation lasts for 7 years, right? And in this case...
Oh my gosh, 2025. He cracked the code, dude.
I know. You got
I feel like I'm on a King Nico stream right now with that math.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit, dude. King Nico, dude. He's in
a
the
year
chat.
is just
bro.
a regular year. So remember, for God, a year is just one of our years,
like-
but a day is really 1,000 of our years. You got it? Okay. Remember, it's holy, so it doesn't always act in accordance
All
with
this guy needs is a
basic logic.
gematria calculator,
Now,
and he can
if we
start selling
subtract
sports
7 from
picks.
2032, we get 2025. So there you go. I mean, get ready to be raptured in like a week. I can't believe it's like already here. But you don't have to pack anything because you'll be naked. So maybe you might want to do a few push-ups first. But if it doesn't happen, I'll just see you next time and we'll recalculate.
Okay, I have. Well, I'll see you next time. This guy's good. I'll have to give him a follow, and I'll look at some of his other videos because
He's funny though.
he's funny, but he's probably wrong on a lot. So we'll have a lot to talk about if we go through his videos. I have one more video to show. It's somebody that made a video. It's for after the rapture, for like the survivors.
All right.
Which is funny because I'm curious if it's still going to be up after September, or if it's just going to be up for like 20 years or something like that.
Well, it's the 17th now, so if it's the 23rd or the 24th, we'll see how many days you get. About a week and a half, man.
Yeah, I mean, this is this was super clickbait. I actually made a whole stream on it, and then I watched it more and realized that he's clickbaiting. But the title is "Millions of People Just Disappeared. The Truth." Let's see what he said. This is for after the rapture, supposedly.
So I'm making this video.
This
To
was
all
4
of
hours
you
ago, by the way.
who have just witnessed millions of people disappear off the earth.
Oh no.
That includes elderly, all the way down to children, and even unborn children in the womb.
Oh no.
There is mass chaos and confusion. And the world leaders are scrambling to get answers. And there's going to be one individual
I wonder if he talks about Project Bluebeam.
who rises up.
I think I'm gonna do a stream on this, bro. It's 17 minutes long. I just wanted to like show the intro. I might do a stream on it though. I guess we're probably good to just end it here.
Is he dead serious about this video? He's making this video for after everybody gets raptured?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
check look. The truth about where man. Oh, it's in the comments. This video is for when the rapture does happen on that day. Those left behind will know the truth. There are no aliens from other planets that we'd lie to. It's all big deception. They came from the sky. Satan's did. Okay, so I guess he kind of knows about. He's not talking about Bluebeam, but I mean, it's actually a good video. I looked into it. He's just talking about Jesus and how much we need him and all that.
8 through 9 says that it is a free gift God is giving you.
So it's pretty good, but I didn't realize at first when I watched the video that he was talking, because he didn't put it in the description or in the video. He said it in the comments. So yeah, I might go through it, but yeah, I'm gonna go get some food and kind of chill, man. Thank you for coming on, Roger.
Oh, no problem, dude.
Thanks everybody for coming in. It's been a wonderful stream. I'll probably do a stream tomorrow or something. Catch Rogers tonight. I think he scheduled one, right?
Yeah, I did. So
Awesome.
we'll see how what I put it for. It's in 3 hours and 26 minutes.
Oh, that's perfect. I'll be there, man. All right. Well, bless everybody.